Today, we're going to discuss the top 8 lies women tell men in dating and relationships. Quite often you will find that it is such lies that jeopardize relationships early on, creating the basis for men to go their own way. And it is after men have been burnt and used, they realize the true nature of women. So, these are the 8 lies that make it hard for men to date women. Number 1, they like men who can express themselves. The biggest lie I hear from men who are currently dating is this one. This also applies to men who approach women face to face. This holds true particularly for males who use online dating. Whether this is true for men who meet women on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook or Tinder doesn't seem to matter. What has happened is that this narrative, which is what guys are exposed to, has been propagated by mainstream media like Hollywood or Netflix, which makes them want to be more vocal and open. What this narrative implies is not true. And these realities don't often come to light until males go through some sort of loss or heartbreak. Even when you consider music and radio. Men are typically overly passionate about women, men who place women on pedestals, or men who believe it is their duty to constantly display their innermost emotions for women. Is there something wrong with feeling? Definitely not. But here's what I can tell you, if you live your life based on emotion rather than logical, rational, objective reality, you're going to get burned on the field. What has happened is that the youth have been constantly taught that if they show emotion, they will be rewarded with women, which, in my opinion, could not be further from the truth. Number 2, they actually like nice guys. Another common misconception is that women prefer nice guys. Some may argue that it's a no-brainer. For others, however, hearing that women don't always like nice guys may be a completely new concept. Here's what I have to say about it. Women only appreciate nice guys when they're older, because a nice guy brings them security and comfort, right? It's where the family lives. However, when that man was younger, women would not give him a second chance or even look in his direction. This is as a result of men who are extremely nice were frequently dumped or were unable to find a date. You have no idea how many people I've worked with have told me about women who pretended to be unavailable, busy, or busy at work in order to go out that night with another guy. And simply because these individuals were stereotypically nice, they were disregarded. Number 3, they like romantic guys. This is utterly false, to say the least. Men are constantly reminded that women value romantic men, lovely gestures, flowers, love notes, and roses through media, songs, and radio, which even ties into point number 1. This removes any sincere desire and intimate drive she would typically have for you, as I can personally attest. Here's why. The truth is that when a man starts off with romanticism, the woman thinks she has him figured out and realizes that she has successfully seduced him and is in control of him. What they show on TV about romantic males doesn't work for men in real life, which may be due to modern social conditioning or to something else entirely. Number 4, they want to be approached. I can't tell you how much this lie frustrates me, yet I genuinely believe you can approach a woman. But if you don't have the right pre-selection value, a woman won't think much of you. Men shouldn't always pursue women to the same degree that they do now. You will frequently witness men approaching every single woman they see out of pure desperation. This is due to the fact that he continues to quietly parasitize, obsess over women and flaunt his vulnerability. Guys shouldn't simply not pursue women to the extent that they do, but women should go after the kinds of men that interest them. But I'll reveal a tiny secret to you. They do, have done so in the past, and will do so in the future. The following explains why women choose high-value guys or men who have been handpicked. Men talk to each other through exchanging ideas and logic. Contact or covert conversation helps women get to know one another. Women have always been drawn to men who catch their eye. The secret is to create a massive stack. Positioning oneself as a full-stack man in the top 1% of men is the goal. Every single woman continuously chooses these types of men. I strongly suggest that you change yourself into a high-value man as a result. Number 5, they only like the hot bad boys. It is both true and false. Some of you may already know that bad boys can attract a lot of attractive women. It holds true because the only person willing to take the reins is the bad boy. And the reason is that the only person left with a masculine frame is the bad boy. It is untrue because, With the rise of pro-female movements around the world, any guy exhibiting stereotypically masculine traits is now being ostracized by society as a whole, making this statement a double-edged one with only partial validity. It's a proven fact that if you're willing to take charge of a woman in any manner, shape, or form, you'll start to show the right qualities of masculinity and, ultimately, the strength that all women find attractive. Women do not desire a variety of options. Women want a deeply committed love for one man, or at least a close relationship to the one man they see themselves with. Number 6. They believe in what's on the inside. Right now, I can assure you that this is rubbish. I'm going to tell you something: ladies admire men who are successful and prestigious. This is because the person in question has a strategy. I advise you to establish a plan, since this man has a clear sense of his goals in life and a compass for the things he values. Not only do I advise you to develop a plan, but I also push you to see that it bears fruit, enables you to succeed, and establishes your authority and/or position in a field or other endeavor for which you are well known. Because of his lack of income, good looks, social influence, etc., a man with the best personality and the kindest heart won't be chosen by a woman in the end. That's the raw truth men have to face throughout their lives, and that too without complaining. Number 7. They like men with an emotional touch. Probably, you've heard about this. This is a fraud and couldn't be further from the truth. The fact that you fell for this trap suggests that you lack the ability to see through its initial deception. What do we know about a man's aptitude? It is among the qualities that women find most attractive. Why then do they say this? So allow me to clarify for you. Today's women are great at articulating to you how they want something, even if they are not necessarily the best at explaining what they want. As an emotionally charged man is one who has a strong emotional pull on her, what this really means is that she wants to be touched by the emotions you're instilling in her. That's okay, but it doesn't mean you have to act overly sensitively. This suggests that you have to be on the scene. She must understand that despite the fact that you are conveying their emotions, you are the one in control and have the most influence. Number 8. They want to be friends first. Just like Chandler and Monica in Friends, women try to tell men that they want to be friends first before going to the next level. Each of us has first-hand experience with how this completely destroys attractiveness. Do not mistake this. You will see men, it might even be you. This can happen to anyone, whether they are 15 or 35. By being a really good friend, you haven't put a value on your time, you've given her complete authority, and you've sent her every overt indicator that you two are in a relationship without her having to do anything except exist. She doesn't have to work hard as a result of this. Nothing is gained by being her friend. All it does is that it gets you firmly in the friend zone. When you become friends with her, it takes away all the charm, mystery, and sense of the unknown she had about you in her mind. Remember guys, in dating, becoming friends is like becoming friend-zoned. There are no two ways about it. So these were the top 8 lies, or rather, some of the biggest false narratives promoted by society today. Do not fall for them under any circumstances. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.